Alright, today we're going to do a quick video covering this Gentent Stormbracer Extreme. I'm going to show you how to install it, and I'm also going to provide a quick overview of some of its features. So far, I've been extremely impressed with this thing on the couple of occasions I've had to use it, and I've also been extremely impressed with the customer support that I've received from the folks at Gentent, okay? I'm going to link to this product down below so you can find more information on this if you have any interest in it. Right now, let's go ahead and show you how to get it installed, alright? Alright, let's take a quick look at the hardware that's included with the Gentent. You want to make sure that when you insert your carriage bolt, you have a washer on each side on the outside before you put your adjustment knob on. These spacers will be used if your generator frame tubing is 1.5 inches in diameter or smaller, and ours is, so we'll be using those. Okay, incidentally, this is the part that I broke when I backed into mine with a four-wheeler, and they replaced not only that, but the entire extension rod under warranty, so that was really great of them. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is measure 9 inches below where the tank meets the frame. Okay, and I've got mine marked off right about there. Alright, and I've done it on all 4 corners just to make my job a little easier here, but it's not necessary to mark it. Now, if your electrical panel comes down below 9 inches, obviously your clamp is going to have to go below that electrical panel. So the instructions read 9 inches below where the tank meets the frame or below the electrical panel, whichever is lowest. Okay, now we'll go ahead and install one of the clamps here. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Alright, again, if your generator frame is 1.5 inches or less in diameter, then you're going to use these rubber spacers, and the recommended position or orientation of these spacers is such that the opening is pointing outward toward the opening of the clamp, okay? We're going to try to get this clamp on here so that we're cutting this 90-degree angle at a 45. Basically, we want it to be diagonal to the other side. We can adjust them once we get the rods on, okay? But let's just kind of go through the process here. And that looks about good. Now, the instructions state that you tighten the adjustment knob down until both washers are making contact with the clamp, and then you go approximately 2 full turns. You don't want to over-tighten it because it actually pulls the clamp away from the frame and it actually makes it less stable. So let's just do a half a turn, half a turn, half a turn, half a turn. That's 2 full turns, okay? Let me get all 4 of these mounted here, and again, you can see that I have... I've marked it off, okay, just so it makes it easier if you ever have to remove the adjustment arms, you know exactly where they go. Alright, next we need to measure the length and width of our generator, and mine is 27.5 by 20.5, okay, so now we're going to use the chart to determine the correct position for the extension rods. Okay, let me flash that up on the screen real quick. Alright, 27.5 by 20.5 put us at adjustment position 2. Let's get one installed and I'll kind of go through the different positions. Alright, these adjustment arms have 4 holes in it, as you can see, and if we were to put this in place and install it all the way, this would be position 0 and then position 1. We pull it out to the next hole, and from that point forward, from 2 on, you're going to use the outer position here, and I need position 2, so I'm going to take my little retainer clip and put it in place. Okay, so my rod is going to go in here, and that's going to be position 2. Again, when it's in all the way, it's 0 and then 1, and then when we pull it out to the various positions, we're going to use the outer hole, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's go ahead and get these installed. Alright, at this point, this is what we should have, and we're going to go ahead and install the fiberglass rods right now. Alright, with this center connection hub, you want to make sure that it's in the correct position. This should be pointing upward, and it even says up right on it here. The other thing you want to make sure is that you have it in the correct orientation to align correctly with your generator. Okay, we're going to take one of the rods, put it right in there, and then we're going to go to the outer hole. Remember, anything from position 1 to 4 uses the outer hole. Okay? Alright, this is what it should look like right now. You can see that we have our center hub, and this is in the up position. And at this point, if you need to make any adjustments to your extension arms by swinging one way or the other, you can certainly do that, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to start by throwing the GenTent over the frame here. And we'll try to get it positioned sort of squarely. And then we're going to take our elastic straps and go down around the extension arm on all four sides and try to get it squared up. Alright, here's a close-up of one of the extension arms. You can see I'm on the outer hole here. We're going to take our elastic strap, come down around, and we're going to go on the inside here, on the inside of where this retainer clip goes, alright? Alright, so this is what mine looks like installed. You can see that I have the bottom apron pretty well centered, meaning that it wraps around each corner approximately the same amount. If I had to shift it in one direction or the other, I can easily do so because it's held on with heavy-duty Velcro. For example, I wouldn't want this apron coming too close to this exhaust here, okay? I've had a chance to use this in the rain a couple of times, and I can tell you that the panel stays completely dry, and with the see-through apron, I can easily see my wattage meter and runtime meter, okay? If I needed to add gas, I can access the top of the generator and add fuel if I needed to. Obviously, you'd want to shut your generator off before doing so. I like that you can access the handle with the GenTent installed, and I can still move it around with the GenTent in place. Incidentally, they do say that you can store the GenTent installed, but you just want to remove the elastic band so that they retain their elasticity. What I do is I remove the canopy and the rods. I loosen these up and fold them in, okay? So hopefully this video has been helpful. Give me that thumbs up if you did find it helpful, and if you want to see more of this type of stuff, hit that subscribe button. That helps me out, and hopefully it'll help you out. And I want to say a big thanks to GenTent. Their customer service has been outstanding, and I've got a link to their product down below. All right? Hey, thanks for watching. Have fun.